So I'm going to give you a little background on this smoker grill that I built for a friend of mine in Kansas City, Missouri. The tank itself I got from a guy who was about to throw it away. They had got some more tanks at this RV park and they was getting rid of some old ones, and the guy was about to throw the tank away. Asked me could I use it. I'm like, yeah, I could build a grill out of it. He was like, oh yeah, okay. He kind of looked at me like, yeah, whatever. He was really giving it to me like some scrap metal or something. So I was like, I'm gonna build a grill. So probably 3 or 4 days later, he came, stopped by my RV. I had the doors and the sides cut out and the part cut out for the smokestack. And he was like, damn, man, you finna really build a grill. I can kind of see what you're doing now. So that's before I added anything else. And actually, what I did, I ain't gonna lie to you, there's nothing that I paid for on this grill besides the temperature gauge and the high temp paint. Everything else, all the angle iron, the expanded metal, the handles that I made out of rebar, all of these little round bar and pipe pieces and little change. I got all of those things off of different job sites that I was doing. The tubing, I got looking at 2 different sizes because I'm making this into a tailgating smoker grill also, so you're gonna be able to turn around frontwards or put it around from the back. So I'm gonna make it where you can be able to lift it up, put it in the grill, and just cook off of it from the back, or you can secure it good and have it in the front, however you want to have it. I'm just making it optional. But I got all of this stuff off of different job sites, literally different scraps. You see that was like a 2-foot piece. And then I got these little scrap pieces, and I actually welded all of them together and lined all of them up, and all of my little pieces on here. And that's why it looks the way it do, because I had to literally fabricate it, and I had to make some extra cuts. That's why this is on there, because the way that this tank was made, I couldn't get my door right, and I wanted to use this as the front, because if I'd have turned around and used this as the front, which is nothing on this side, it would have been okay. But this side had all the holes and stuff I had to patch up, and it had a nice center where I could put the gauge. So I'm like, well, I might as well utilize all of these spots that was on the tank. So that's what I did. But actually, the gauge and the paint is really the only thing I bought. Everything else, the angle, all the little stuff you see that I got hooked up here, I got all of this off of different job sites. The smoker rack, I built this, and it comes off of different job sites. So you know how the old folks say that one man's trash is the next man's treasure. It's pretty much what it was. I just used my knowledge and some research to actually build one, because I seen, I'm like, oh, I can build one of them, and I just seen other people do it online on YouTube. So I was like, I'm just gonna try to build one. So I use, like I say, pretty much hand-me-down metal. Um, but if I ever build one again, which I know I'm going to, I have a smooth game plan to make it real simple, how to make things work out fine without, you know, um, hitting my head up against the wall with issues. So that's what I got going on, man. And I just want to give you the background story on it, because, we always have to realize if you just use what you got, with the knowledge, the wisdom, the things that you was given over time from different job sites, from doing different jobs, you gain a lot of knowledge. And all you have to do is just put it together and start creating your own things from the knowledge that you gain from different jobs and different people, and watching different videos. Because a lot of things I just put together off what I seen. So I can see something literally, and I know I'm not the only person like this. I can see something, and I can imagine a way to either improve it for me or to duplicate it for me, whichever one it is, you know what I mean, especially out of metal. When it comes to metal and fabrication and welding, I just feel like I can pretty much do anything. I don't have no limitations, so to speak. I had a guy ask me, man, do you do work on cars, like welding on cars? I'm like, man, if it got to do with metal, I do it. Pipe, cars, structural steel, carbon pipe, installing, erecting, um, fabricating. I mean, I like it all. So, and like I said, man, I'm just actually proud of the fact that I grew up and started thinking outside of the box to be able to do things like this, because at one time in my life I would have never imagined that I can create something like this. I'd just be like, man, wow, man, how much that cost to build? Can you make me one? Can I pay you to do it? So it just feels good to be in this point in my life where I can actually see something and design it for myself. Hold on.